Hey, welcome to the Dry Ground Week of Reflection. This is our first week, and I start this week with a story around Nehemiah. And if you've ever read the story, if you're not familiar with the story, I'll kind of share the version, but you can definitely read it in its entirety. But what I loved about this story so much is that God put it on Nehemiah's heart to rebuild the wall around Jerusalem. And he was far away from Jerusalem. There was enemy lands in between him and where he was. He was a cupbearer to the king, and he hears about his city, his beloved city, and that it's basically in rubble. And he is so upset. He wants to go and rebuild the wall around Jerusalem. And so he goes to the king and basically asks, first he prays in a very specific prayer to God. Then he goes to the king and he asks, hey, um, I want to go back and rebuild this wall. Can I go? And the king says yes. And he says, well, can I have a letter to travel through the enemy lands? And the king says yes. And then he says, can I have materials that will help me rebuild these walls? And he asks for what he needs. And then he travels, he goes and with a group of people, a small group of people, they start to rebuild the wall. And as they're rebuilding the wall, they're mocked. They're mocked by other people who are like, there's no way you can rebuild this wall. What are you even bothering doing? What are you even trying to do? And ruffle some feathers, with that hope. And I think that this is really important with the story. I love this story because he continues instead of the naysayers, or what I like to call wet blankets. He continues to follow what God has called him to do. And, when we're so excited about our network marketing business, and we want to build it, and we want to build this wall, we want to build this business, we want to build this residual income for our family, for financial freedom. And along the way, we run into people who tell us we're not going to be able to build the wall. And so I love this story because not only does he pray first and then ask for help and then ignore the naysayers, and do the hard stuff, he builds this wall brick by brick. And he gathers a team of people to build that wall brick by brick with him. And so that's really what you're doing, is even if your business is just you right now, or maybe you have a team, you have this mission, this common mission to build this business, build this wall, build this fire together, one stick at a time, one brick at a time, one customer, one leader, one distributor at a time. And so as you grow your team, see your team as lifting you up. See your team as this is a group effort. You're this army of people that are gathered together for the same cause. Okay. And so again, he prayed, he asked not only God favor, but he asked for favor. And you see the favor all the way through. The wall was built in 52 days. So people said it could never be done, and it was done in 52 days. You can also pray for God to expedite your plans, for supernatural time, for more than enough time to get things done. You might be working full time and building your business. You might feel like you have too much to do, and you can ask for supernatural time and for God to favor you with getting things done and building quicker than you even think is possible. I love it when God does stuff where there's no way that this could have happened without God. And so ask him for that favor, ask him for that help as you're building your business. And so this whole 30 days of devotion, which we're going to take a little longer to go through, though, of course, you can do this in 30 days. But this whole 30 days of devotion is really about that one brick at a time. Okay. And so every day, pray, every day, ask for favor, every day, speak out your I ams, every day. Do that work, that laying of the brick, the reaching out, the follow up, the inviting, the expanding your network, connecting, and stay strong, stay clear. What are you building? Okay, what's the goal? What are you building? And ask God for help every step of the way, every conversation, every reach out, every morning, every brick. And so bless you and have an amazing day. I'm so excited to jump into day one with you, and we will talk soon.